Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for April 2021. So, I hinted at something sort of sliding right into the end of March there that I wasn't very happy about, and I was waiting to see if it came up in April. Well, it's coming up in April, all right. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute because I've got some good stuff to talk about first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritties of all of that going on there. All right, so as we start April, when I'm not talking about relationships and people, everything is going very, very well. You have the world at your feet. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Lots of new beginnings. If you're trying to get pregnant, the start of the month is a really, really good time for you. So that's your optimum time for pregnancies. If not, you may hear of something else in the family, but definitely at the start of the month is the optimum time for that. Now, I know that you have still got the world in your deck. So I still know that the world is your oyster. Okay, so really, really positive cards. But, and this is a fairly big but, you know how I talked about that drama last month where I thought maybe it wasn't about you and just stay out of it? Well, you're all in it here. It's all happening. It's just gotten a bit out of control. There's out and out backstabbing going on, and there's several people involved in all of this, and I'm really not liking it at all because it's having an effect on your mental health, making you a little bit depressed and sad and sort of just down and gloomy all in all. Now, this is a situation, I've got my justice card in here, so it's not fair. If this is happening to you, it is certainly not fair. If this is a work situation, I would highly suggest you follow this through with filling out some paperwork or doing anything like that because, as I said, my justice card is in here, so something is definitely not right. Something is not right, and I'm very, very unhappy about this. And the person that's doing this to you is not a good person. In fact, I have two people involved in this situation. One is the person that you expect it to be, okay? So I've got one person here. When I'm talking about this, you're going to go, yeah, I know who that is. That's that person. But I've got a second person here. This is a person who is being really nice to your face, but they're saying and doing other things behind your back. So one is not a surprise. One is going to be a definite surprise. And I'm really sorry that I'm telling you that because it looks kind of bullshit actually what's going on here. And all right, so that is right through, that goes right through till probably till about the last week of April. So I know I heard rumblings of it at the end of March, but it looks like I'm starting out April pretty good. We're cruising along, we're doing okay, and then boom, this stuff hits, and then I'm finishing up the month good as well. Okay, so it's kind of like all bunched up into the 1 to 2 weeks right in the middle of April where the shit's going to hit the fan and you're going to realize that there's sort of some bad shit going on around you. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but the good news about it is you are coming out of this. Everything is going to be okay. There is strength and balance. So my 3 of Cups, which is everything's going to be okay. My Strength card, which is, you know, you'll have your strength, you'll have your power, you know your power. And my Chariot, which, you know, is riding off into the sunset with victories. Not like I'm okay with this. I'm okay. I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm very sorry that it's happened, but I'm okay with the outcome after it does happen. So this is probably, in one way, it's not going to surprise you what I'm saying, but in another part of it, it kind of is going to surprise you with what I'm saying, just because of the people that are involved in it. Okay, so that seems to be what I'm just spending a lot of energy on talking about this month. So that's going to be what you're going to be spending a lot of energy on this month. When I start talking a lot about something, that's going to be taking up most of your time. But I don't want you to lose sight of all the really, really good stuff that's happening in this month just because of these people, because this is a really good month for you. Like I said, I've got the World, I've got the Star, I've got your dreams and hopes and desires, I've got my 3 of Cups, Strength, Chariot, you know, I've got another Ace in here. So I've got really, really good cards, and I don't want to get distracted too much by this other drama going on, because there's always this really nice vibe going on here where I've got some really, really good stuff going on. By the end of April, you are going to be back in control. So you might feel like you're out of control in the middle of the month, but by the end of the month, you are back in control and everything is going okay again. So I'm really glad to see that that seems to be a little bit ferocious, but it's short-lived. Now, the other thing I just want to talk to you about is the energy that you're expending around your work and everything else. You seem to be really giving a lot of yourself. So I'd prefer for you to sort of have a better balance around what you're doing around your life, work-life balance or anything like that. I want you to have more balance. If it's working too much, like how about we spend some more time at home? Or if you're partying too much, maybe you should cut that back a bit as well. But there's just something here that you're doing too much of at the end of the month. You're going to be fine. I'm just sort of saying, you know, don't overdo things or push yourself too hard as we get towards the end of April. Now, are you thinking of, is this a new car? What is this? I'm not sure if this is a new car or a caravan or some sort of transportation that's going on towards the end of the month. I guess you'll know what I'm talking about, but it looks like that's coming in towards the end of the month too, and I've got the celebrations around that as well. So if you're thinking about getting a car or traveling or buying that van or camper or something like that, that is a really good time for you to do that as well, and I really like the vibe that I'm getting around that too. Okay, Scorpio, that is April for you. Actually, it's a really good month. I know I got sort of caught up with some other dramas, but it's a really good month for you. So good luck with all of that, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.